So we have to wait until HBO Max. Fuck it.
I honestly, from what I can tell, HBO Max is starting to become like the one service that I would actually want.
Yeah. Like, the thing is, I'm actually kind of
Because
weirded out by how people are.
HBO
It go.
produces good shows, you know.
Yeah.
The
And
movies are essentially the Warner Brothers catalog,
yeah, which is
and they
massive.
yeah, and they produce maybe occasionally really bad stuff, but they produce good stuff as well.
Yeah.
And they just bought all the South Park seasons.
Yeah.
Guess for how much they sold? Because South Park was owned by Trey and the rights were for streaming were owned by Trey and Matt Parker, I think, or Comedy
Yeah.
Central or something like that.
Yeah.
And guess for how much they sold it?
2 billion.
No.
I mean, if Warner Bros. Came to me and was like, we want your TV show, I'd be like 2 billion. Or fuck off.
How much do you think it's worth then?
I don't know, 500 million.
No, spot on. That's exactly the number.
Yeah, I thought so.
That's 500 million, Daniel.
Yeah, like, I mean, I get it. Because if you think about it, this has nothing to do whether or not South Park is actually good. Granted, I haven't seen much of South Park. I've seen like one full episode. But it's about the fact that it can bring in a lot of views. Like, South Park is popular.
It has a dedicated fan base, yeah.
Yeah, and that dedicated fan base will be like, okay, South Park is on HBO Max, I'll get HBO Max then.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. It's the same reason that they made a third season of Twin Peaks. It's like Showtime needed a dedicated fan base to migrate to their stuff.
Yeah.
Which is a good idea.
But actually, like, when people are talking about streaming services now, I feel like they talk a lot like Disney's just gonna win. And I don't actually think it is.
I don't think it's a win or lose situation, honestly.
No, but they talk about like Netflix is gonna be like destroyed by Disney Plus, and I don't think that's the case.
Nah, they're fine.
Yeah, Netflix is gonna be fine. But the thing I find really funny is that they don't really talk about HBO Max.
Well, because it's one of those things where HBO. Obviously, we don't know the economy behind it, right? Behind the scenes, but from outside, to me, it seems that HBO doesn't need HBO Max per se, because they have their own subscription TV plan, right? I don't know how it is in Denmark, but I remember that back in Romania, you needed to purchase HBO separately.
You can't, as far as I know, get HBO as a channel in Denmark. You can only get it through HBO Nordic.
Okay, so you need to but you essentially need to purchase it separately.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the same, yeah. And so they get money out of that, obviously, because if you pay extra, then that money goes, I think, directly to HBO, right?
Yeah.
So I assume they're okay money-wise, but I assume they just want to get ahead of the streaming game, right? Like they just we have tons of shows, like fuck it.
Yeah, but I remember talking to you about this, the idea of the verticals in Disney. Like they have 6 or so verticals. They have like Star Wars, Marvel, Pixar, things like that.
Yeah,
these like big pillars that hold up their streaming service.
Arguably The Simpsons, I guess.
Maybe.
There's a lot of people who are fans of The Simpsons. So.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking of things that Disney themselves are also pouring a lot of money into and are actively developing.
Oh, okay, I guess you're right, yeah.
I would put that under the Fox catalog, which has now been renamed. It's not called Fox anymore.
The fuck is it called?
It's going to be called 20th Century Studios.
So is 20th Century Studios owned by Disney?
Yeah, they bought 20th Century Fox.
And they just cut out Fox out of it?
Yeah.
Oh, so that, I guess it's one of those things where I assume they don't own Fox News?
No, they don't own Fox News. They only own the movie division.
So they want to distance themselves from the Fox News stink?
Probably. They're also rebranding Fox Searchlight to just being called Searchlight.
Yeah, whatever, okay.
I mean, it makes sense. Plus, 20th Century Studios was actually the name before Fox bought it originally, which was like back in the 30s.
Cool.
Anyway, yeah, it's something. But the thing is, when I look at what HBO Max have, like they don't have as strong verticals as say Marvel. They don't have a single one that's as strong as Marvel or Star Wars.
Arguably, their biggest one is Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah, but yeah, probably. But they have things like Crunchyroll, which nobody mentions, which in itself has like almost 50 million subscribers.
Wait, if you get HBO, you get Crunchyroll?
No, Warner Bros. Owns Crunchyroll, and it will be part of HBO Max.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, is HBO Max isn't it up? It's up right now. Like you can.
No,
get
it's not.
I
It
think.
doesn't come out until this year, sometime this year.
Okay, all right, never mind. Okay.
But it will, like Crunchyroll will be part of HBO Max. They have it as like their, let's see if I can find it. Their like list of things that will be in HBO Max.
Then,
so already there they have like 50 million subscribers almost.
Wasn't Crunchyroll, I might be wrong, wasn't it part of Hulu?
No, I think they had some deal with Hulu at some point.
All right.
Okay, let's see.
How much is it? How much is HBO Max?
I think it's actually going to be it's basically going to be as much as HBO. Like,
I don't know how much HBO is.
About 100 crowns. I actually think it's less than 100 crowns. It's like cheaper than Netflix, if I remember correctly.
Then, I mean, for me, it's like I would definitely pick HBO Max.
Same here.
This is not a paid endorsement by HBO.
Where's the list of all the things that would be in HBO Max? Come on. I saw it.
On their Wikipedia for HBO Max, it says that it's gonna incorporate basically everything that was broadcasted on TBS and TNT.
Because that will also offer titles from the Criterion Collection.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Like, HBO Max will feature original programming produced, service and draw content from HBO and other Warner Media brands. Outside Warner Media, the service will also feature titles from the Criterion Collection. Does this mean that Netflix movies will technically be on HBO Max?
I assume so, or they're just gonna pull them from Netflix because they can do that, or they once their streaming deals end, they just won't renew them for Netflix and they just give them on HBO instead.
Who knows? But I saw a list of like all the like, how to put it, the like things that would be in it. So there would be like TNT, TBS, Adult Swim.
Oh my God,
Network,
that's awesome.
Yeah, because of course Adult Swim is owned by Warner Bros.
There's a company called Otter Media, Daniel.
Oh my God.
I'm in. I don't even know what they do.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a bunch of shit.
They will also have podcasts about film and television series on the service, awesome. Apparently.
Hey, they're gonna have what's it called? They're gonna have Watchmen.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's already on HBO, so.
Yeah, but correct me if I'm wrong. Can't you already watch stuff from them online through their normal HBO platform?
They're like, I mean, there is the HBO Nordic.
Yeah.
Which is like the Danish version of HBO Go.
So that's
HBO. Okay. Yeah, HBO Go is it's HBO streaming service in the US. And whenever like for instance, when Game of Thrones was running on Danish television on like standard Flow TV, you would be able to see it on other channels, but there is no dedicated Danish HBO channel on regular TV.
All right.
So the only way you could actually watch like full HBO programming would be through HBO Nordic.
Because so I'm on HBONordic.com right now, and it offers some sort of like for example I'm on the Watchmen series.
Yeah.
And for example, it offers some sort of thing with 2 months free for 90, and then 99 kroners.
2 weeks free.
Sorry, 2
and
weeks.
Then 99. Free. Yeah, and then 99 crowns a month, which is essentially what you pay for Netflix.
So, but this isn't HBO Max.
No, because HBO Max is not out yet.
So this is what they had before, I guess.
Yeah, this is HBO as it stands in Nordic countries.
So they already had basically a streaming service.
Yeah. And HBO Max is just going to be like, let's fold all the other Warner Brothers stuff into this.
Isn't
like,
it crazy that Warner Brothers decided to use HBO as their branding for their streaming service, essentially? Because it's essentially the Warner Brothers streaming service.
Yeah, like it's basically their Disney Plus. I just think that honestly, I originally thought they were gonna call it like Wanna Watch.
Why?
Because then you could be like wanna, like want to.
Warner.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Warner. That's terrible.
Yeah, like I thought that was the best thing I could come up with.
Warner Watch.
Or like Warner. I mean, Warner Play sounds like it's gonna be like some game service, but
I imagine. I don't know why, because they had that thing with the Animaniacs with the WB thing that they would come out of.
Yeah.
And I would imagine like the homepage would open like that, where you click on a water tank with the WB logo, and it opens.
That would be kind of dope, actually.
It would be very dope. Thank you.
I mean.
Sword. It's over.
The service will launch on May 2020 in the US.
Man. That's kind of whatever.
But I don't know when it will come to Denmark.
It doesn't launch the same in all countries, right?
No, I don't think so.
That's a shame. But I had Netflix for a while, but then I canceled it because I wasn't using it.
I mean, I still have Netflix, but every day I'm like, should I still have Netflix?
Well, I would use it if they had stuff that I would want to watch.
Yeah.
As in, like, I for a while I did the thing, you know, like the browsing thing where you go through what they have and then I'm going to watch this if this. But then I became like, well, I kind of want to conserve my time in watching stuff that is actually worth watching and not just garbage.
Yeah. That's also my problem is I like to watch Netflix whilst I'm eating dinner or something like that.
Oh, that's fair, yeah.
Or like watch a movie before going to bed or a TV show. But the thing is, like, of the good things that are there, I probably already watched it, and then it's like, what else is there that's good? And it's really hard to find things that are actually like really good.
That's fair.
That you just have to watch.
Dude, I can't wait to get HBO Max so I can watch Oz.
The Oswald Maximum Security Penitentiary.
And I will pour out mine indignation upon thee. I will blow against thee in the fire of my wrath.
Oz.
And probably maybe getting around to finally watch The Wire.
Yeah, I still need to watch both The Wire and Sopranos.
I've watched The Sopranos. It's amazing. It's it really does deserve to be one of the best shows of all time. It's really good.
Yeah, but I still need to watch both of them. I haven't watched either.
My ducks.
And then I also need to watch His Dark Materials. Haven't watched that one.
Is that a new show?
Yeah, it's the Golden Compass. If you remember that movie.
Oh yeah, that movie and that book make no sense.
Yeah, it's a show based on that.
Why? Whatever. If somebody likes it, I guess.
But think about it. Netflix is getting uncut gems.
Oh yeah, that's true. I want to watch it. Yeah, the uncut gems. Yeah, it sounds pretty awesome.